Well, we got a lot to share with you over the next couple of days. We're very excited about what's going on, obviously. And last night was just the beginning of this weekend here. That's just going to be so much fun for all of you to partake in. We've got so many different people that will be coming up and training over this weekend. That'll be very, very exciting for each and every one of you. And what I want to do is just kind of summarize the new plan that we put into effect and get you clear on what it is, and then it'll be trained on throughout the entire weekend. But there's no question in my mind, after you leave here today, everything that you would ever want to know about building your business, step by step, is going to be taught here this weekend. You'll be hearing from a number of different people on how to, you'll learn everything about the products, first of all. And then, of course, we've got a number of people that will be coming up and teaching you about how to retail the products. And what's exciting, they'll be teaching you not only how to do it anywhere, any place, anytime, which is exciting. You're going to be able to meet a couple of women who are going to be coming up here that have done, one of them got 90 customers in the last month. And 300 customers she has on an active basis. You're going to find out here this weekend. You're going to find out about how some people retail the products long distance and actually get people into the company, and not only get them in the company, but see how they develop those people on a worldwide basis as distributors. That should be exciting to everybody because everybody can sell the product, right? I mean, all of you have had an easy time doing that. You know what I'm saying? And, from coming something that's simple like that, if you don't think you're a real good recruiter in the business, then you're going to be really excited because you're going to see how so many of them are getting it predominantly through the product. And when you can have a product that recruits distributors, that is exciting. It's very exciting. Imagine how so many other companies have to go through so much to try to get people involved in their companies and so on. And when we've got such a simple product line that will recruit people in the company, it's very exciting. We're going to hear from some distributors here this weekend on how they're recruiting. Some of them are going to teach you on how they're recruiting through their customers. Some of them are going to teach you how they recruit just anywhere, anytime. But we're also going to be teaching you how people have gotten people right here locally and then asked for referrals and have gotten distributors in Italy and Spain and New York and cross-sponsored over to Israel and built a real international business. So you're going to be getting that. We're going to be teaching you about how to promote your business also from every single level. It was real interesting to watch some of the girls that came up here, that are going to come up here and talk about the retail, that now as they got their business going through just promoting it a little bit, about, I think they said 30–40% of their business now is just referrals that keep coming in. They have a hard time even catching up with what's coming at them and so on. So we're going to teach you how to promote the retail. We're going to show you how to promote the recruiting. We're going to show you how to promote the business on a worldwide basis. And we're certainly going to show you how you can effectively start from right where you are here today and really build some serious momentum between now and the end of the month, so that you'll capitalize on the 46 cities that are coming up in the 20th of next month, which I'm telling you, some of you will gain more momentum in the next 3 weeks than most of you have gained in momentum in the last 3 and 4 months if you will take what we present to you here this morning, listen to the training classes on how they take what I'm going to show you and utilize it in the system, and be able to take what we're going to do in the next 3 weeks to capitalize on the supervisor schools that will be going all over the world, that you'll be able to build a worldwide organization with. And that is going to be truly exciting. There's no reason why each and every one of you, if you really get clear on what we're talking about here today, will not only move. Excuse me. Must have, there's a little tail thing here that comes on the microphone here along with the things. I must have sat on it or something. Okay. I never forget, I swear to you, I'm doing this meeting in Chicago one time, and I've never been mic'd up like, normally, they have these little box deals here, and you have to wire the thing up underneath the thing there. And I was doing this big meeting in Chicago. It was a very important meeting, right? And for some reason, they had this microphone there where you had to install it here, and it was a cord that ran down, and then it plugged in at the bottom and ran back to where I was coming in. So I'm coming in like I did here, right? And I'm boogieing, getting to this deal, and I come around the step. I mean, here's the podium, right? And I get right to about here, and it went, I mean, whoa! And I had a very similar sound like I had a little minute ago. So it reminded me of that. But anyway, as I talk to you here today, it's real important, too, to just get past listening to me as the president of the company. I'm a distributor. I started out like every single person in the room, other than the fact that there was no one had lost weight, nobody had made any money in the company. And, I told you a couple of cute little stories last night and stuff like that. But, the reality was I was very nervous about starting Herbalife. I was very scared. I was very nervous about, was I going to be able to make it? This was something that I truly wanted to do very badly. It was very important to me because of personal circumstances to help people lose weight. It meant a tremendous amount to me. And I really was trying very hard in the beginning. And I got to be honest with you, I wasn't getting much results in the very beginning. It was difficult. A lot of people laughed at me when I got started. It was difficult when I went to my 15 best friends and showed them how excited I was. And, maybe I was stupid or whatever, but I was excited about my baggie full of powder. They couldn't visualize what the labels were like, but I saw what the vision was. I thought we were going to be able to do a good job and so on. And everybody laughed at me. They just thought it was a stupid idea, that I was never going to be able to make it. My family thought I was totally out of my mind. I got one person in my family on the product, which was my grandmother. She was the only one that would try it. And of course, she lost 25 pounds. I finally got my cousin on the product the second month that we were in business. And it was so sad what happened to him. He was 100 pounds overweight, got him to lose 25 pounds the first month, and I couldn't get him started again. And I was so discouraged about the fact that I couldn't get my cousin onto the product. I was so discouraged that he wasn't going to be able to take this instead of taking what he was taking. And he stayed fat like that for a long time. And, it was very discouraging to see that. And everybody was making fun of me back then. But I finally got a few more people in the family on the products. And I'll tell you what got them on the products. After my granny lost weight on the product, about 2 years later, my uncle finally went on the product and lost 40 pounds. 2 years later, by the way. And that was predominantly because I kept sending them our journals every single month in the mail. They were on the mailing list, and they got the journals, and they saw the stories and so on. And finally got him on the product. And then when he got on the product, my cousin got on the product and started losing weight. And so I had 3 people in my family on the product. And pretty soon I had 4, and then I had 5. And after 10 years, I had about 11 or 12 people on the products. I'm now very, very excited to say 13 years, I've got 16 now of my family on the products. Isn't that cool? 16. God, I'm doing so good. This last year I scored big. I got 3 more. It was really good. The rest of my family's waiting for me to get a regular job. And a lot of them don't believe. They just can't comprehend what's going on here. They don't understand. They all knew me from when I was young. Some of you don't know my personal story. I only went to the 9th grade in school. Never did graduate high school. And, I didn't have a real rosy background and so on. And most of my relatives just can't comprehend where I was and what I started and what this has become. They just don't get it. And so I feel fortunate that, I kept trying every single day. And pretty soon I had a few customers, and pretty soon I had a few distributors that believed in me, like Jerry Svetanovich was such an inspiration to me back then. Because remember, as I was signing up people, they were dropping out like flies on me. I signed up 169 first-line distributors in the first 196 distributors in the first 6 months, And at the end of that, I only had 16 supervisors. And I mean, they were coming in and saying, don't worry about ever signing up anybody again, because you'll be able to retire off me alone. And that was the last time I saw them. You know what I'm saying? I'd call them up. Their phone was disconnected. You know what I'm saying? And it was a total tragedy. But Jerry would get me excited because, you know, she'd come in and buy $100 worth of product. God, what a great day that was, man. I mean, you know, $100 worth of stuff, I made $25. All right. I mean, do you understand? There was a time when $25 at a time was what was getting me excited. Do you understand that? Just like you get that little bitty yes that gets you excited. And I think what got me more excited, or at least kept me excited, was excess. Just pouring it on, doing everything I possibly could. I mean, you guys would never do the kind of stuff we did to retail these products. I mean, we approached anybody, any place. It was just unbelievable. I mean, anything to try to sell the products and get it moving and stuff like that. So when you listen to me here today, think of me as a distributor, you know, building customer by customer, distributor by distributor. And why do I have faith about getting to $1 billion? It's real simple. It's not much different doing $1 billion than 100 million. It really isn't. I started out at 0, then we went to 2 million, then we went to 10 million, then we went to 100 million. And you know, the only difference between hitting to $1 billion is just doing the same things. We're going to do the same things to get there. We're going to keep using the products. We're going to keep getting people on the products. We're going to keep getting people involved in the business and so on. And then all we need is more people on the products, more people doing it, and we'll get to the billion. I mean, the only difference between 100 million and $1 billion, I figure, is a 0. You know what I'm saying? It's just more of us getting out here and doing the job. So I want to introduce the new International Success System to you this morning. It was very, very exciting. It's going to, no doubt, make your organization move faster than we've ever moved in our history since we've started. It's very, very exciting. And here's the thing I want you to write down in your notes when I start to explain the system to you. First of all, you're going to be making more money. Now, hey, wait. Let's make one thing real clear here. When you're going to clap with enthusiasm. Don't give me this little dish hand rag deal. Tell you more money and you give me a crazy, babe. Well, I mean, let's get jacked up about the deal. And I'm excited about this. I mean, you know, look at this. Mark Hughes, 13 years. After all these years, still wearing a button. You know what I'm saying? Look at that. Ah. See me on the street, I'll stop you. Huh. This. Okay. The new success build, the first thing, more money. Now, here's what's important to understand about this system that we're going to describe to you here. First of all, momentum is something that's extremely important. And you need to understand when you don't have momentum, you normally do things that you wouldn't do when there's lots of momentum going on. When there's no momentum, you have to work harder to get your business going. You got to say a lot more about your business to get people interested. You got to try a lot harder in order to get someone interested. You got to tell them 10 times more about the products because the products are unknown. So they want to know about every single ingredient in the product. They need to know if it's safe and effective and so on. They want to know if it's going to hurt their grandmother and all that sort of thing. So when there's no momentum, you end up having to say a lot more about the product. You end up having to say a lot more about the plan because no one's making money in it. So you have to get down to every single detail about how the plan's going to work. You've got to convince them that the company is going to stay alive. You got to tell them that the company's not going to go bankrupt. There's all these things that happen when you don't have momentum. But when momentum hits, for instance, when I got started, we always said use the products, wear the button, and talk to people. But after we said that, everybody said, yeah, but I want to know. I mean, let me tell you, the first couple of weeks, when I was only 23 years of age going out here and showing this stuff, they didn't know where this stuff was made or who the doctors were and who all the backup was. We had to go through every single ingredient. We had to show them textbook stuff. We had to go through every inch of the marketing plan. In other words, we had to be a lot better back in the beginning at our presentations, what we said, than once we had momentum. Because once people started making big money in the company, once so many people had lost weight, we started saying less about the products and saying, hey, you know, here's what the product is. And when they said, well, what's in it? Say, well, what's in it is great. But let me show you what's happened with the product when we did what we did last night and we let the results do the selling for the product other than us trying to sell the product so much. When we got into the marketing plan in the beginning, we showed every single detail of it. Then once we had people making $10,000 a month, $20,000 a month, there was so much success, we just said the marketing plan is absolutely awesome. You get 50% when you're at supervisor, you get 555 on your 3 levels, checks come in the mail, it's awesome. Let's hear from the testimonials. And that's about as much as we said, and we just heard from the people telling their testimonials. And so what I'm saying is, when momentum comes, it starts to be easier for doing the exact same job. How many of you have found that now that Thermogenics has been out for the last 7-8 months, that it's easier selling it right this moment than it was back in May? Isn't it something? Okay, wait a second. We gotta get something straight. Whenever we clap with enthusiasm and excitement. Is it easier now? Okay, I want you to write something down in your notes. Very key point here. I learned this in the very beginning. When you get someone involved or you're talking to someone, okay, they're about 25% as excited about this as you are. So if you're going to be saying, I just said, you know, is it easier to sell than it was before? And you give us a, way to go, Mark. You know, you give one of those. I mean, imagine how your people that you're talking to, you know, they're all in Geritol Junction. You know what I'm saying? Excitement. Every time we clap, I mean, is it easier to sell now than it used to be? There you go. Okay, we'll get you guys before we get done with you here. It's all future president's team members in this room here. There's this funny thing, huh? Yes, give her a hand too. Yeah. Do we have any more requests from this side? When you get momentum going, okay, it's really something. If you were to roll a ball downhill, it starts out at 1 speed, doesn't it? And then it starts getting faster and faster and faster. And where is it going the fastest? At the bottom of the hill here. And that's what's happening with our company right now. The fact is people know the Herbalife name today, don't they? They respect the Herbalife name. You know what I'm saying? They know who we are. They're starting to learn what Thermogenics is. I was talking with some of the people that were handing out a lot of flyers, and they said that they had one flyer that they were having a lot of problems with in the beginning because everybody in the town was doing the exact same flyer, and they thought it was diluting all their effects. And you know what started happening? Because everybody was doing the same flyer, and they started wearing their buttons that had the flyer on it, people started coming up to them. Oh, my goodness. I can't even talk if I have one of these on. But they started noticing that with their buttons on, people started coming up with them because they had seen the flyer once, twice, 10 times, 50 times, and they never called the number. Then they saw someone walking down the street that had a similar slogan on their button to the flyer. Guess what happened? They started getting stopped right on the street and saying, hey, what is that stuff anyway? And they started getting sales free. Okay, and so what happens is when momentum starts happening to you, it's just absolutely awesome and so on. I can't tell you how many times I'm stopped when I'm just walking around from people that say, you know, hey, aren't you that guy? I mean, you know, aren't you him? And I say, yeah, I'm him. You know, I mean, let me tell you something. Awesome things are going to happen to you guys in this room. Things that you never expect, things that you never anticipated. You know, some of you stood on the stage last night, never anticipated that. You'll have people that'll want to meet you guys. You guys are going to become legends, I'm telling you. There'll be kings that'll want to invite you to their homes. There's prime ministers that are going to want to invite you guys to their homes and so on. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. You know, I never knew this kind of stuff was going to happen to me when I started the company back 13 years ago, and I was out here saying it was going to happen, it was going to happen, it's going to happen. By golly, we're going to make it happen. And let me tell you something, every single night I can remember I was praying it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And that's how we all are when we start. We're wishing something's going to happen. We start trying to make something happen, and we do it every single day to the best of our ability. By golly, 2 years goes by where you put on the sweat and you put on the steam and you get discouraged and you get, frustrated and you get tired, and sometimes it's very lonely being all alone where, you can't get a hold of your sponsor sometimes, and you're frustrated with your flyers that aren't working and your families that make fun of you. But by golly, it's worth going through the sweat. It's worth going through the pain. It's worth trying every single day, because I'll tell you something, towards the end of the journey, as you get to the tabulator team and you start getting to the millionaire team and you get to the president's team, you'll look back and you'll say, by golly, it was worth every single minute of it.
By golly, you'll be saying it was worth every single freaking minute. That's actually crazy, because that goes into some of the notes I was talking about. And I mean, me and Mark Hughes on the same page. Damn, that's what's up. Damn, Daniel. Anyway, what's up, you guys? Welcome to the team call Sunday, February. First of all, it's May 19th. Anyway, what's going on? Bina, what's up? Bambino, what's up? Dolly, what's up? Angelica, what's up? She look like she at work. I see you. That's what's up, definitely. Hey, making money. I see you, big bands. Jorge, what's up? Billy, what's up? Raina, what's up? And everybody that's going to watch this call in the future, what's up? Jerry Cooper, active royalty member, been in the business, signed up. It'll be 6 years. 6 years next month, I'll be signed up, but doing the business like 5.5, 5.25, something like that. Man, always talking that stuff. Biggest thing that I got from that is momentum. I know what it's like to be in momentum. We got people in momentum right now. Dolly just hit qualified producer. Hey, shout out to Dolly, 42%. You know what I'm saying? On our way to supervisor. So being in momentum, getting clients, helping people out, showing people what's possible, leveling up in the business. That's what's up, definitely. Like he said, people are going to be walking up, saying, what's up? Oh, are you the Herbalife guy? I was just with my homeboy 2 nights ago. We was out. We had went out or whatever, and of course, I'm branded or whatever. And, people going to ask. If somebody walked up to me and was asking me about the button, somebody walked up to me and said, yo, I follow you on Instagram. Yes, that's me. I'm Coach Cooper in the flesh. What's popping? You know what I'm saying? So you want to be that person. You want to be established, right? And when you have the momentum, the sales become easier. Getting the clients become easier. Sponsoring people becomes easier, right? When you go to events, you have more fun. More people are coming with you. The momentum is behind you, right? But the thing is, you have to create it first. I remember last year in January, I had to create the momentum for the organization. I had to be the excited person. I had to be the person that was the no matter what. I had to be the person that was talking about how great life was going to be, right? And in turn of that, people followed. People started to join the business. People started to create their own journey from the vision that I was talking about. And so that's exciting. And so just carrying that momentum over into the next year, which is this year, and the next years and beyond. Type of 4, because Herbalife is going to be around forever. Type of 4 in the chat if you in it forever. Type of 4 in the chat. We're going to see who's about that life. I'm going to go ahead and type a 4 because you know what I'm saying? I'm been about that life. I was the first one to type a 4. Gang, gang. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? People are going to laugh at you. People, when I first started off, I'll never forget. I got my package in the mail. I laid it out all nice on the floor. I put it in a really nice order so I could take the picture on Instagram because that's what my sponsor told me. I wasn't sure why I should do it, but I listened to what my sponsor was talking about. So I posted it on Instagram, and I remember people was like, Well, the caption was essentially something to the effect of, yo, I'm about to get in the best shape of my life. Yo, I'm about to start making money doing this. Yo, I'm about to get right. Yo, I'm about to get buff. Who wants to come do it with me? Essentially, that's what it said. I can't tell you word for word what it said, but it was like, yo, I'm about to change my habits. And I remember one of my homies was like, dude, you about to start selling protein shakes and vitamins? And I'm, yeah, I'm about to start selling protein shakes and vitamins, and I'm about to make this shit pop. You know what I'm saying? And I had some people was like, yo, go ahead, bro, do that shit. I had some people that was like, ha, 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 you're not going to stick with it. It's not going to work out for you. Oh, it's a pyramid scheme. Oh, they're going to steal your money, whatever, right? I had people saying all of this hoopla that didn't even matter, right? But I remember saying, I'm going to prove people wrong. And one, that wasn't my main motivation. It wasn't like me saying like, oh yeah, I'm going to really go hard because they're doubting me, but it was just extra gas. It was just extra boost, right? Because I already knew that I was like, I didn't know, but I knew I was going to do it to an extent, right? But when they was talking that chatter, that made me be like, okay, yeah, we gonna watch, right? So 6 years later, you know what I'm saying? I've changed. Most of them haven't. Why? I made the decision. And that was the biggest thing. I made a decision to go hard. I made the decision to stay committed. I made the decision to say, hey, I'm doing this no matter what. I'm doing this until, right? Until what? My goal is reached. What's the goal? President's team. Okay, until, right? There is no, I'm having a rough time. It's not going as fast as I want it to go. People are saying no to me. People are doubting me. That didn't matter. Go until. Right? There's how like what 3 billion people in the world? I don't know, hell of people, right? Who cares if the people in your area are saying no? We all got social media. Talk to people outside of your area. Go talk to face in areas that you don't usually go in, right? And it's your choice about how fast you want to go and where you want to be in a business, right? If you want to be a world team member, you can be a world team member forever. Right? If you want to be a Get Team member, you could be a Get Team member forever. Millionaire team forever. President's team forever. It's your choice on where you want to go and where you want to be. But the only thing is, the only deciding factor about how fast, raise your hand if you want to go fast. Raise your hand if you want to go fast in the business, right? Okay, bet. Awesome. I'm going to tell you guys how to go fast. You guys ready? Here's the secret. Talk to more people. Simple. Talk to more people. Do more. Be branded more, right? Use the products more. Get better results. That's the thing that's holding a lot of people back because their results is not conducive to what they're preaching, right? I just watched, me and Amanda, we was just at one of my homeboys' son's birthdays, right? And one of the homies that I haven't really, I've seen him kind of on and off since high school, but I really haven't seen him. He walked up to me talking about, bro, your before and afters are crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, that has to be you. And if that's not you, it's going to be a little bit harder to sell people on the dream, the journey, the products, right? Your before and after has to be kaplow. Like, people have to be, like, when they see you, they're not talking about, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. Oh, man, how you been doing? They need to be saying, like, yo, you looking crazy. That's what they should be saying about you off the rip, following up with, man, I haven't seen you since 99. Really not that long ago, but you know what I'm saying? You feel me? Whatever the case may be, I haven't seen you since then. But they need to be saying off the rip, yo, you looking crazy. Yo, you got buff. Yo, you slimmed down. Yo, waist snatch. What you been doing? They know what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? But it has to be that. It has to be that level for everybody for you to have the same effect on your team in your business, right? So make sure that's going on first. And then everything else will follow behind that. But like I'm saying, if you want to move fast, we got to talk to more people and establish yourself as that person, right? How many times, like, I've been like, how do I say? Have you ever been tagged on Facebook, right? Where people be like, somebody will be saying like, yo, where can I get the Herbalife at? Who got Herbalife? And you get tagged in the post. Has that ever happened to you? That's happened to me a few times when somebody, like one of the homies or somebody that I just not all the way friends with on Facebook, they'll tag me in somebody's post to say, yo, if you want the Herbalife, hit up your boy. You know what I'm saying? You have to be that person. And you guys say that, or are you just that person sometimes? Like, if you're the sometimes person, you'll sometimes get hit up. But if you all the way active, if you're in the Herbalife-ness, You know what I'm saying? Then all of the attraction, all of the interaction will come to you. Having engagements with people, not just necessarily following people on social media, but engaging with them. Right? I actually was doing. I heard. I forgot where I heard it at. But see, I always say this to you guys: when you hear information, take it and apply it. Right? I always tell you guys that to take the information, apply it to see what happens. So I heard some information. I don't know where I heard it from. I don't know who said it, but I took the information, which was to become friends with people on your, on Facebook. It has the people you may know, right? I just started friending people, a few people, not hella people, just to see what was going on. You know what I'm saying? Just to see. I may not know these people, but I'm going to say, yo, so they can see what I got going on. 2 of the people actually hit me up. Was like, hey man, I see you're into fitness and everything like that. I see you're talking about helping people. Can you talk to me about getting in shape? Just by me adding them. I didn't send a message. But now we have an engagement. Now we having a, you know what I'm saying? Now we got a transaction starting to go on because I just took the initiative to do something different than I normally do. Right? So for all the information that you guys might run across, whether it be from STS, whether it be on a call, whether it be on social media, you see somebody else doing it, right? Just try it. You never know what can happen from it. Like I was telling you guys, I think that was this week, right? I posted that I had the service of helping people out with fitness and nutrition in the group that I'm in on Facebook. When I tell you, listen, you have to get in front of new people. Like, continue to follow up with the people that you've already talked to, yes. But also other people, new people have to know what you're doing. People have to know who you are, right? So I was in a group full of 55,000 members, right? It's 55,000 members in the group that I'm in on Facebook, right? And I said, you know what? Let me post something in here just to see what can happen. Dude, when I tell you, I've never had that mass amount of people hit me up at once over a course of days. Never. I sent a couple of trials out. I sent like 2 or 3 trials out. Nobody ordered full programs yet. But just the simple fact that I had like 30 guys in my inbox. 30 guys in my inbox? When the last time you posted something on social media and 30 people hit you up at once? Like, that's I'm not saying it like, oh, you're not doing something right, but I'm saying you have to get in front of new people. You have to do different things. That is what I'm saying. So if you're continuously doing the same thing and getting the same results, you might want to try something new. You might want to do something different. And listen, this is the thing. Preferred member is the key, right? Listen, I'm gonna tell you guys, preferred member is the key. I told you guys that my goal was this month I wanted to get 5 new preferred members. I got 2. Let me tell you something. Preferred member is the key because you got to realize. I'm just thinking of it like this. I was thinking about this all this week. Like, there's a bunch of different products that people can try. Advocare, haha, we're gonna talk about that in a minute. Advocare, Herbalife, Beachbody. You can get the stuff from Walmart, GNC. It's a bunch of One Up Nutrition. It's crazy amount of stuff out there that people can try. Listen, you need to be coming to people like this. Listen, let me offer you the discount. Period. Now you ain't gonna discount them off your own retail. But listen though, let me sign you up as a preferred member. Let me get you this 20% off minimally, and you can get up to 40% off. 40% off products, and you get your own store, and you get the possibility to earn gifts from the company. Listen, you getting the volume, which is going to turn into checks, right? Checks dropped, by the way, earlier this week. That was freaking awesome, right? The volume gets turned into checks from your preferred members and the sales from your distributors, right? So your preferred members is ordering products. They getting the results. You have to be chasing the results. And listen to the thing. I know you guys are doing it for the money. I'm doing it for the money too. But, for the cause and for the purpose and for the mission as well. But yes, I'm doing it for the money. Let's not get it mistaken. I am doing this for the money, period. Let's get that straight. But listen, sometimes you got to take your mind off the money and chase the results for people. Because if you're chasing the results for people, the money is going to follow because they're going to be ordering products. Obviously, we're not now. Yes, if you're a personal trainer and you're training people, yes, you're getting the results that way by working them out. Yes, but in the terms of Herbalife, right? If you're chasing the results in Herbalife, the volume is going to come. So you can imagine if you helping 20 people, just imagine if you're getting 5 preferred members every month. What is it? May? You getting 5 in May. June, you getting 5. So that's 10 in 2 months, and you're getting another 5 in July. That's 15 brand new preferred members over the past 3 months that can contribute to your personal volume. The personal volume that you're personally not producing, of course, it's going to be on the check. It's going to be the wholesale. So now you're getting more of a check on the 15th next month. You're qualifying for more things because you have a higher personal production, and you qualifying for promotions that we're doing. So when I tell you guys that getting preferred members is the key, I'm telling you the truth, right? I had 2 preferred members order products over the last, what is it? What day is it? I had 2 preferred members this month. It's the 19th, right? They ordered 600 volume points between them 2. If I would have just came to them and said, yo, just buy the products full out, I don't know if it would have been 300 volume points. But because they had a discount, they said, oh, yo, I could get a little bit more. I could do a little bit more because I'm getting 20% off. Like, imagine you go to Nike. What's your favorite store? Dolly, what's your favorite store? Talk to me.
Victoria's Secret.
Victoria, don't tell nobody. Okay, bet. Awesome. Victoria, don't tell nobody. Say, listen, Dolly, we know, we love you. You come here all the time. You might have a credit card there. I don't know. They might send you deals in the mail or an email. I don't know. But listen, check it out. Not only a sale, not a sale. You get permanent 40% off. Imagine what you would do. You go into Victoria, don't tell nobody, with permanent 40% off. Listen, you about to give me this whole section. Let me get the whole, I don't know how the deals go. You know what I'm saying? It might be, you feel me? I don't know, right? Two for whatever, you feel me? Whatever the deal may be, right? You get 40% off. Let me get 5 of them deals. Normally, you would have got the 1 deal, but because you got 40% off, let me get the 5 deals, sit you. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with her. Like, I see the baby on there, Sandell. Hey, that's what's up. Shout out to the baby. Listen, 40% off is huge, right? We get 50% off as a distributor, yes. But imagine 40% off for your customer that orders products all the time, right? I have a client, dude. I have a client she's been my client for the past like 4 years, right? She ordered products all the time, every month, ordered mad products. When the preferred member came out, and I was like, listen, here, get the deal. Dude, like 700 volume points every month. One person? 700 volume points almost guaranteed every month because of the 40% off? Listen, you need that. Preferred members is the way to go because, yes, you want that retail money. Yes, there's going to be people that want to buy it hand to hand. Yes, it's going to be the people that give you a hard time where you like, listen, you'll get that discount off the rip. You got to pay up front. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay up front the first time or the second time, whatever the case may be, right? Yes, that's going to happen. You want that retail money hand to hand. You might have to pay a bill, whatever. That's always available to retail, right? But you want to have preferred members for the long game, for the longevity, because this person's going to order forever. They have a discount forever, right? There's a story about Mark Hughes, right? Mark Addy, right? He's an avid bike rider, and he really loves riding bikes. So he has a membership at a bike store across town from where he lives, even though he lives right next to one. He doesn't go to the one right next to where he lives because he has a discount at the one across town. So just imagine when you provide that for people to say, hey, you have the store, you have the ability to order products at 20 to 40% off. It's going to be great, and you can order whenever you need it forever, right? You'll never have to renew your membership as long as you continue to order, but you're going to continue to order because you're going to chase these results. Because I'm going to be a great coach to provide value for you, right? You see how that all go? You see how it just start here and it's called a revolving wheel? That's how it's supposed to go, right? And so now just imagine if you have 25 preferred members ordering at minimum 100 volume points. You hitting your 2,500 every month without you necessarily putting in extra effort. You see what I'm saying? So if you can imagine having 25 preferred members at minimally ordering 100, what could that do for your business? How many of us, we don't have to raise our hands. If you're not hitting 2,500, imagine having the ability to have 2,500 like that because you know it's happening every month. Imagine what that'll be like. Imagine what that would do for your business. Imagine how many people getting results. Imagine how many referrals will come from that. So you guys have to make it a personal point to say, I'm getting more preferred members. I'm offering more people the discount. Because, yes, you might not get the money right there on spot, but listen, when that check come next month, you ain't going to be mad. When that check say a band on there, you're not going to be mad. Because this is the thing. You're not going to not retail. That's the thing. You're not going to not retail. You're just not going to not retail as much because you're getting the preferred members because you're playing the long game. You're not playing it for right now. Of course, yes, retailing will always be there. That's always, remember, I was just talking about it last week, the power of retail, right? If you don't have your ticket to Extravaganza, you can retail that today, right? But for the long game, for the long money, for the consistent income, right? For the consistent impact, preferred members is the way to go. And like people say it all the time. Your best distributors come from your client base, right? I came in for the money. I didn't become a client at first. But most of the people on this line was a client first. Most of the people. Let me see. Yeah, most of the people on this call, I think except for maybe Dolly, maybe. I think Dolly maybe is the only person that came in for the money off the top. But everybody besides that I'm pretty much looking at tried the products first and decided they liked the products and wanted to sell them, right? So you guys got to remember that not everybody's going to be a Jerry. Not everybody's going to be a Dolly. But the majority will be the majority, which is, man, I really like the products. I really got results. They tasted good. Psst, and I can make money selling them. Psst, okay. How? What's the steps I need to take? So get more clients and talk to the client base about getting into the business, about becoming a distributor. Talk to your clients about coming to STS, right? Not just people that you want to work the business with you, but in your clients, because some of them out of your clients might be looking for a business opportunity, right? Mark Hughes was just talking about it right then at the time. 13 years in, he was talking about how it's going to be $1 billion. We're already at almost 8 billion. 8 times what he was talking about. How crazy is that? Herbalife at that time it was around for 34 years or 13 years, and it was almost 1 billion. Now it's almost about to be 40 years in 8 billion. That's crazy. A solid foundation. Something that you can stand on forever, right? Not like that weak ass shit Advocare was talking about. So let me tell you guys about what they was talking about at Advocare. Check this out. So Advocare, not that I'm speaking down on them, but this is just the facts of what they said. I didn't make this up. This is what they said. Listen, we're going to allow you guys to continue to sell products to people, and you can continuously make retail income, but you are not allowed to build a team anymore. You are not allowed to sign other people up. You're not allowed to sponsor other people. Let me tell you guys something. Do you know how hard it would be if you was making $20,000 a month doing Herbalife, and for them to say, listen, all the checks that you was getting, stop that shit. Stop them checks. Now all you got is your retail money. Do you know how hard it is to retail $20,000 for you personally? Do you understand the work that it would take for you to retail $20,000 in a month? That's not real. That's not real. And nobody wants to do that. Nobody wants to do that. Now, if you have the ability to, that would be crazy and insane. But nobody is really doing that. Nobody wants to do that. So the thing is, though, you have to be able to stand on something that has legitimate integrity. Something that's going to be around. I don't know how long Advocare has been around for. I don't know nothing about Advocare. But what I do know is that they said, listen, check it out. This main source of income that a lot of y'all is making, no more. Imagine you being a president's team and the Herbalife said, listen, your whole team is gone no matter what. I would be sick. I would be sick. Just imagine me right now, if Herbalife is like, listen, all the money, all the income that you get from your team, listen, no. Woo, I would be upset. So the thing is, though, we have the opportunity to capitalize on the people that was doing Advocare and the people that was thinking about getting into Advocare to say, listen, actually come rock with the best. We're the NBA, they're City League basketball. You want to play in the NBA. You don't want to play if you have the opportunity to play in the NBA, you're going to play in the league. You don't want to play in the City League. You want to get paid the big bucks. You don't want to play with the scrubs. You want to play against the elite and the best in the world. You don't want to play against old Joe down the block. You know what I'm saying? You want to live in the top tier, not in the bottom tier. So you have to be able to show people that, and that's why I made that post yesterday about if you guys want to go ahead and use that just to attract people that is doing Advocare, and it'll be dope. But listen up, you have to be able to make the opportunity worth it for them and yourself. Make the opportunity worth you telling your friends, hey, man, I got to dip out early, right? I tell my friends all the time when we're doing stuff on Sundays, hey, man, I got to dip out early because I got to prepare for my team call, right? And they don't get it. They don't understand. They're going to talk shit. Like I'm saying, like, my friends don't talk shit about Herbalife, but they talk shit about the fact that I have to do stuff for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, man, you got to dip out early. You ain't got to do that. Yes, I do. You guys don't get it, and it's okay. Some people are not going to get it. Make it worth you going to STS every month, right? Make it worth you getting on the call every Sunday. Make it worth the fact that you telling your friends no, that you got to do certain things. Make it worth your friends and your family saying bad stuff down to you, whatever the case may be. Make it worth it. Like Marquis said, when you get on the president's team, it's going to be worth it because they're not going to have nothing to say then because more than likely, guaranteed, you're probably going to be living a better life than they ever could. Make it worth it, my friends. That's what I'm telling you. So when you go to these events, make sure you're tuning in. When you're getting on these calls, make sure you're tuning in. When you're going to the quick starts or whatever, or you're hosting the shake parties, or whenever you're talking to people out in the marketplace, make it worth it. Do it intensely and do it with intentions, intensely with intentions and purpose. Make sure that's what's going on inside of you mentally. Now, obviously, you're not coming off saying, hey, you better buy this shit because I got my coach said it or one of my uplines said it. You ain't coming off like that, but you just, you know what I'm saying, come in with a point and hold your posture to a point to where they know that you're serious about what you're talking about. And, of course, people say no. That's all right. It's no problem. There's billions of other people out in the world. But don't get caught up on the one no when there's a million other people that'll say yes. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is when it comes to that. Let's talk about extravaganza. Extravaganza, right? Who's triple threaded? Who's triple threaded? So triple threat means ticket to the event, flight, and we already have the Airbnb. Who's triple threaded in here? I'm triple threaded. Me, Amanda, and Helica. Hi, Helica. I see you with triple threaded. I believe that I can't say exactly who, but I know there's some other people that's triple threaded. So if you're unsure about extravaganza at this point, listen, get there. There's going to be a moment at extravaganza because there's going to be a moment at extravaganza that's going to be life-changing that you have to be in the room for, right? No matter what people bring back, no matter what I say on the call, no matter what nobody else says on the call, but we have to when we come back from extravaganza, we have the call about it. It's not going to be as profound as if you were there in the room. So let me tell you guys, if you guys have something going on that you can and I'm not saying I'm not saying that it's not important for you to go do things, right? I'm not saying that it's not important for you to have fun or whatever the case may be. But if you have the opportunity to hear something that could change your life, meet somebody that could change your life, hear something that can spark that's been needed in your business, right? Because at the end of the day, we signed up because this is a business. We just signed up for laughs and giggles and shits. You know what I'm saying? Like all that comes behind the business, but we signed up for the business side. That's why you're on a call on a Sunday at 7:38 p.m. or whatever time it is for you locally, right? That's why you want to call because you want to learn how you can increase your income, how you can change your life. Don't miss the biggest event. Don't miss the biggest event of the year because you didn't have to. You know what I'm saying? Because there's going to be something that's going to pop off for you at that event. You're going to be like, yo, I'm so glad I came. And then because you heard that, because you decided you're going to take action in a certain form, now that vacation or whatever the case may be that you said that you was going to do instead of extravaganza will be 10 times better because you'll have 10 times more things going on to back it up. You see what I'm saying? So, and I definitely don't want to make nobody feel bad if you are doing something instead of extravaganza because this is a volunteer army and I can't, you know what I'm saying? I'm nobody's father. I'm nobody's daddy. I'm nobody's, you know what I'm saying, boss. But listen, though, it's very important that you get there. So if you don't have your flight, I should tell you guys to look on Tuesday nights because Tuesday nights are the cheapest to book flights. I don't know why. That's just the case. Tickets for extravaganza are $100 for the next however many days is in May. I suggest you get your ticket now because you don't want to pay $130 next month. And then if you have to pay it at the door, whatever the case may be, $180, $200, $220, yeah, you don't want to do that. You could have just got it for $100 in May. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the 100, we already know how to get the 100. Go talk to more people, right? Go use more products. Wear the brand out. You know what I'm saying? Go retail the $100. That's about 2 clients, 3 clients, maybe 1 client, depending on what program they get and depending on what your percentage is. Ticket to the event. And for those that already paid for the Airbnb, just as a reminder, we have to pay the other half by June 8th, I believe. June 8th. I'll confirm that in the chat. But for the 10 that already paid up front, it'll just be a second 81 or $2, wherever the case was that we paid. And then the rest of it is paid. And so for everybody after that, I don't know if I've said this on the call. I know I said this to people, but I don't know if I said this on the call. For everybody that comes after the first 10, I'm just going to ask them to pay 100, maybe 120. I have to figure it out exactly. And I'm going to use that to purchase products for the house for the week, right? Because we're going to be there from Wednesday to Monday. So I'm going to use it to, get aloes, protein bars, a couple flavor shakes, stuff like that, right? So it can just be in the house, besides the fact that we're going to go get definitely probiotic, because you know what I'm saying? It's New Orleans, you know what I'm talking about. We're going to be out there, you know what I'm saying? Eating all that good stuff, you know what I'm saying? So definitely probiotic, because you know what I'm saying? You don't want to be uncomfortable sitting in the event, getting up and go to the bathroom 6-7 times, even though that's what you ladies do. Yeah, so probiotic, teas, bars, shakes, proteins, all that good stuff. I'm going to use that money to buy a big ass package and send it to the crib so that it's there when we get there Wednesday. And it's going to be lit. So make sure it's triple threaded. Talk to people about the event, because there's still a lot of time that you can get people to come with you to Extravaganza. I remember, I believe from this point last year up until the actual event, I believe I got 4 more people to commit to coming with us. So don't quit now on talking to people. It's still hella time. If you have to ask for your job, the time off, don't be afraid to ask your job for the time off. All they can say is no. They ain't gonna fire you for asking for time off. I be feeling like some people be feeling like they don't want to ask because your job gonna fire you. Like, that's not the case. They just gonna tell you no. But if you hit them with the, this is a pre-planned business trip, I'll always say this. I have a pre-planned business trip from this time to this time, and I need to go, period. When you say it like that, they understand, because they run the business, right? So when you give them enough time, of course, now they'll be able to make the accommodations in whatever way they need to make them for you to be able to get the time off. But besides that, though, all questions are good questions. Do we got any? Run them. If none, then it's going to be freaking great. Shoot. No? Okay, bet. So I'm going to go ahead and record this and post it. I'll post it right now. If you need me, call me. We're doing great as an organization. By the way, we're doing great as an organization. We're on track to hit our first cut this month. Just remember, as a supervisor, hit your 2,500. And if you're on your way to supervisor, make sure you hit that and continue to push through. First cut is coming up very soon. It's going to be dope. And you know what I'm saying? Us getting recognized as a global expansion team organization will be a lot of momentum going forth, right? So hit me up if you need me. Call me or call your sponsor, whatever the case may be. It was great. I'm going to see you guys. Let's get it.